This is Math Expressions Unit 3, Lesson 3. And let's start off by putting our first name, our class number, and then the date that you're working on this lesson up there. So pause the video if you need to. Get that down, start the video back up when you're ready to go. Alright, so in this lesson we're going to read and write numbers, and if we look over at our vocabulary box, it says standard form, standard form. So in our previous, we worked with expanded form, right? We took a number and kind of expanded it out to look at the different values of the different digits. So in this one, we're going to work on standard form. So our directions say to write the number for the words. So I'll read the words out loud, and then you write the numbers down. So for example, number 1 says 212. So I would write 212, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to slowly go through each of these. If you need to, you can pause the video and then write down the numbers as I read them. So here we go. Number 2, 2008. Number 3, 991. Number 4, 6,051. Number 5, 416. Number 6, 609. Number 7, 987. Number 8, 5,030. Number 9, 4,017. Number 10, 8,600. All right. So now we're going to go on down to this this next section that says write the word name for each number. And what they're wanting us to do is they give us the number like 783, and they want us to write like we did up here. We're going to use these thousand. We're going to use the word form. So this is the word name for each number. And if you look up there, you have almost every word. So do I have 7 up there? Yep, right there. Do I have 8? I thought I saw that up there. There it is. There's 8. Do I have 3? That's the only one that I don't have. We have 30, but I don't have 3. So if you need, this is how you spell the word 3. All right. So for example, I would write 700. And now this is I want to point out, like in this example up here, 87, because we have 83. So I'm going to write 80. Oh, I did capital H. I didn't mean to do that. 80, and then I'm going to put a hyphen, and then I'm going to write the word the word 3. They put a hyphen, if you noticed, on all of these 91, 51, 87. They put a hyphen between the 10s and the 1s, unless it's just a word that includes both of those, like this word 16, yeah, or 12. Those don't have like a 10s and a 1s, so you don't need to use the hyphen. But you do need to use that hyphen between a 10s and a 1s as you write those. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and work on 11, 12, 13, and 14, and then when you're ready to go, start the video back up, and we'll work on the next section. All right, so now we are working down here. Write each number in expanded form. So expanded form is, remember, we took all the numbers. So I'm going to look at 15 here. We took all the digits, and we say, what is that 3 worth? And if we say the number 314, well, that 3 we just said is worth 300. And then we're going to add a plus sign. What is the 1 worth? That's actually worth 10, right? And then a plus sign. And then what's that 4 worth? The 4 is just worth 4. So we're using expanded form for 15, 16, 17, and 18. So go ahead, pause the video, and work on those. And then when you're ready to go, start it back up. Okay, so now we're on this bottom section. write each number now in standard form. Finally, we get down here to the standard form. Standard form is just what we've been seeing, the numbers like we usually see them. So here, number 19, how would you write the number that this represents? 5 thousands plus 8 tens plus 7 ones. How would you write that? 5 thousands, 8 tens, 7 ones. What would that number look like? And then now down here on 20, what would 6 thousands plus 4 hundreds plus 5 ones, what would that look like in standard form? So go ahead, if you haven't already done so, pause the video and complete those, and then when you're ready to go, you can start it back up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go on to the next page. So again, even though there's no number line or name line up here, let's put our name, our class number, and the date that you're working on this page. It might be a different day. You might have taken a break or something, so it's always good to put that up there. Alright, and when you're ready, here we go. So on this page, we're going to solve and discuss. I like that. Solve and discuss. Well, we won't necessarily be able to discuss in the video, but hopefully we will have time in class to do that. The directions say to use a place value drawing to help you solve each problem and then label your answers. So we're going to do a place value drawing and then we're going to label our answers. So let's look at this first problem. Oh, I was going to say over here it says to show your work. So I love this problem. I love this problem because it's always fun to see your name when when you come across a problem, something like that. So plus I am known in my sort of family and friends as the person that bakes rolls. And so this is kind of funny. The problem says Scott baked a batch of rolls and he gave a bag of 10 rolls to each of 7 friends and he kept 1 roll for himself. How many rolls did he bake in all? All right. So, and we're going to come over here and we're going to use this space to show our work. So the thing is he 10 rolls to each of 7 friends. So if we use place value drawings, remember that, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's a group of 10, right? There's a group of 10, so that's 1 friend, right? So really, this, in place value drawings, this is a 10 stick, so that counts as a group of 10. So I actually don't need to do that. I can keep doing that, right? So 1 friend, but I could go 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends, 6 friends, 7 friends. So there's our 10 bags, or our bags of 10 rolls in each. And then Scott, I kept 1 roll for myself. So there's my place value drawing. And so how many, now I'm going to come over and say, what does this drawing represent? So over here I'm going to say, that was 70, right? 71, because we're counting how many rolls did he make in all. So we can see that this is 70 and 1, right? 70 and 1. So 71 rolls. All right. So go ahead and pause the video, and then you can copy all that down. And then when you're ready to go, start the video back up. All right. So now we're going to look at number 22. And for this problem, I actually am going to flip over to a little whiteboard thing that I've made to work this out, and then we'll come back to this page. So I'm on my work page now, and again, we're looking at problem number 22, and it says 62 bags of hot dog buns were delivered to the school cafeteria. So that's important, 62 bags. And right here it says each bag had 10 buns. So how many buns were delivered? So 62 bags, and each bag had 10. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are 10 buns, and that's 1 bag, right? But that would take a long time. Fortunately, we have place value drawings that whenever we have a group of 10 ones, that becomes a 10 stick, right? So I can go there. So that's 1 bag of 10. So I need 62 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 bags of 10. So I can keep going, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 62. Now you can see I kind of grouped them in groups of 10, and I did that on purpose because, like over here, when I got to 10, a little alarm went off in my head, right, to say, oh, remember, when I get to 10, I need to actually bring it over and change it. So the same thing here. This is a group of 10, and when we have 10 tens, that really needs to be over here as 100, right? So how many groups of 10 tens do we have? How many 10 tens do we have? And we have 6. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So really, I should come over here and draw 6 hundreds, and that cancels all these out because we had to move all those over. But now we're left with these two over here. So really, you can see what that's done is we have 600 and 2 tens, so 620. So now we're going to transfer that over to our work page. Okay, so now again we're looking at number 22, and we're going to take what we just did on our work mat and we're going to bring it over here. So really, remember, we ended up with 6 groups of 100. So here we go, 600s. So each one is 10, right? This was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then we had these 2 left over, 2 other bags of 10 there. So now we need to say, what number does that place value drawing represent? And it represents 620. And what are we counting? Buns. We're counting buns. All right. So now, go ahead, if you need to, pause the video and make sure you got all that down. And when you're ready to go, start it back up. Okay, so now we're looking at this next problem down here. And I'm going to let you do this one all on your own. I'm not going to do a work mat or anything. I think you guys can do it. It says Mario and Rosa baked 89 corn muffins. 89 corn muffins. And they put the muffins in boxes of 10 or groups of 10, right? So number 23 says, how many boxes did they fill? So how many boxes? That's your label. And then on number 24 is how many muffins were left over. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, and when you're ready, when you're finished with all that, start the video back up and we'll work on the next problem together. Okay, so now we're on this problem down here, and it says Zoe's scout troop collected 743 cans of food to donate to the shelter. So 743 cans. And then the sentence says they put the cans in boxes of 10. So they took 743 cans and they put them in boxes, and each box had 10. So how many boxes did they fill and how many cans were left over? And again, I'm going to jump over to a work mat so that we can work this one out together. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 743 and I'm going to make a drawing of that, right? So 700, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 700, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, and 3. So that's a place value drawing of 743. But they want us to count boxes of 10, groups of 10. So really we need to count how many groups of 10, right? Or because a box is a group of 10. So we could see here, that's one group of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 groups of 10 over here. And then each 100 actually represents 10 groups of 10, right? Because 10 tens is 100. So this is 10 boxes. This is 10 boxes, 10 boxes, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So really, these hundreds over here represent 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 boxes. 70 boxes. So we have really, how many boxes did we fill? We filled 74. And then how many cans were left over? Just 3. All right, so we're going to take that and we're going to go back and finish that on the other page. All right, so now we're back in our workbook page and we're looking at 25 and 26. And we found out that 743 cans of food put in boxes of 10. We ended up with 74 boxes that we were able to fill. And we had 3 cans left over. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to, and then start it back up when you have that written down. Okay, so now the last one, and I'm going to let you do this on your own. It's kind of confusing, but I'm going to see how you do. This is check your understanding, and right here it says, write the number 4,250 in expanded form, but in 2 different ways. So here's one way. They're going to have you go, so here's that number, 4,250. And one way is to go, how many hundreds plus how many tens is that? And then this, or how many thousands, hundreds, and ones is that? Kind of different, but I want to see how you do on that. All right, so go ahead and you can stop the video, work on that, and that's the end of lesson 3. Great job.